So, teaching and learning innovations, the quality of our programs and our course delivery. So when you write your feedback, I read those. And if a staff member is not up to scratch, most of our external foreign staff are only on 2-year contracts. If a staff member is not appropriate, not really fantastic, then we've got the opportunity of going for someone else. So when you write your feedback, we do look at that. We do read it. And it does actually have an impact, or rather on my watch, it will have an impact. So improving the quality and efficiency of academic and non-academic operations. Enrolling online, having a personalised support service, being able to have a one-stop shop where you can come in, very similar to this, we can actually ask any question and there will be an answer for you. So our service delivery models. The number of students, actually taking some market research to find out what the needs are in Vietnam, increasing the number of student applications both locally and regionally. We haven't done regional recruitment. We've always just focused on Vietnam. And what's more, there is a slight disparity between Year 12 outcomes in regional parts of Asia and what Australia Year 12 is. So we're putting in a foundation college to help bridge that gap. So a foundation college is being looked at the moment. Increasing our conversions, our enrollments, and our retention. If somebody's having difficulty, it's too strange, it's too new, it's too different, we need to be able to support them. They've chosen to come here, and their parents have paid really good money to come here. It's up to us to actually help that person and support that person through. So what can we do to help the retention and support people? And we're also revising our financial model as well. Our staffing, improving our staffing recruitment and our selection, encourage improved staff performance and adhering to minimum standards. You should, for example, when you hand in an assignment, know with a lot of confidence that that assignment is going to be returned within 2 weeks. You should know with confidence that we have feedback on it. You should know with confidence that you could go to a staff member's office and knock on the door and say, I didn't understand why I got this grade, could you explain that to me? You should know that with confidence that you could do that. That's what we mean by minimum standards. These are minimum expectations of what we have as far as academic staff. Because it's all about service. It's all about quality. And it's all about encouraging learning and helping people to get to the other end of their studies. So establishing organizational and professional development. A lot of people don't know how to use the new learning management system, Blackboard system. You know, it's scared that's a bit new, right? Social media. So having staff trained is building their capability is important. Redevelopment of our programs and introducing some of those transition programs to help with the pathways. In some of the international schools next year, some of the students will actually be doing an RMIT unit in high school, so that they've already got a stepping stone and they're getting a little bit of a feel of what it's like to do a university unit in a university course, and then they've already got one course under their belt and they can come to us. So opening up those pathways, those transition opportunities. Introducing more diversity in higher education. Down in Richmond City at the moment, there are something like 20 French students. Well, that's kind of neat, right? Wouldn't it be neat if there were a lot more international students in amongst all of this from different parts of the world? It would really create a richer learning environment. And as we talked about, pathway opportunities. Our built environment needs to be refreshed. And would you like, at some stage, for me to have another session like this and to actually show you what some of the changes that we're anticipating for here? Yeah, we should do that. So yeah, we can do that. Because I'm wanting you to be able to sort of see what some of the changes. We didn't want to speak too much, really, because we're not going to be here. Hopefully, right? Hopefully we're building a new campus. So, you know, there's a trade-off there as to how much you want to spend. We needed to spend some money, but how much you do because of having, funding to So provide IT for new ways of working and enhancing the learning environment. The library here is a shocker. You guys talk too much in the library. It's meant to be a quiet space. You're going to work. It's so small, exactly. But at least it should be quiet.
The thing is, because we have no place.
Yeah, we have no place to
Play.
To play,
Not
yes.
really play, to discuss.
Yeah.
In this center, so that all the places that we can take to discuss.
So we should have to create other environments, other locations for it. Bigger campus would do it. Exactly. Okay, research. Identify research areas of regional importance and identify external research funding and build research capability. Engagement, industry, with government, students and alumni. And the alumni are wanting to have them. You know, they're wanting to come and help. They're wanting to lend their advice. We just have to invite them. Also, work readiness, actually making sure, at the moment I think it's something like the work graduates, I think it's something like 80% or something of our graduates are employed after. I'd like that to be virtually 100%. You're either studying or you're employed. Wouldn't that be neat? As it is at the moment, it's very high, our graduates, because we've got very good career students. Most of our graduates get jobs. And increase the job readiness as well. So, the big trend at the moment now is to not write a big business plan. I do have it, and I have written it, but it's actually a plan on a page. So you have to get all your information that you're trying to communicate regarding the goals, the values of the organization, those pillars, and some of the key strategies on one page. So think about that when you're developing your own business plan for your own company. People will read that, they won't read the big document. Right? So here's a way of doing it. Right? So that gives you a little bit of information as to what we're planning on doing to build the brand of RMIT, to improve the quality, to enhance the student experience, and to ensure that you get a job as well. Now I'm going to open it up for questions, and also any ideas that you might have.
What about, like, for example, like going back to students, like obviously the government is really cool, but it's basically more for the students.
Unfortunately, I didn't come here 3 years ago, all right? So the alumni. Yes, it will be, because we're going to come back as master students.
Yeah. That's it. Like before, you just kind of mentioned something like if we used to study here, we get a discount or something.
We're looking at that, yes.
For example, in foreign university, they have this thing that it's for like family members too, not just, itself.
Yeah, we call it mates rates, and it hasn't been done here before, so the finance people are looking at it at the moment. I've only been here since February, so bear with me as I see all the things that haven't been done, surprised that they're not done.
So basically, it's all of those plans and what you're looking at, but not like very like inside it will.
Yes, most of that, all of that will be good.
Oh.
All of that will be good. That's now in the business plan, and so there's KPIs, and there's people that have been allocated as the lead for those. So all of that is now, we have to be accountable. Once we present it to the board, we have to be accountable for delivering on that.
When do you think the campus is going to be available?
Probably in about another 4 years. Takes a while to build, Where do you think the best location for a campus is? Yeah, where do you think? But where would you suggest?
Maybe in private. It's pretty new.
Yeah, okay, good to know.
You could drive from home to hire.
Good. All right, questions? Any questions over here? been launched, they've just been launched for business and they'll be available for alumni. Yeah. And they're about critical thinking, you know, that sort of thing, team building, all of those types of things. Yeah, they've just been launched actually. Just been launched for business and it'll be available for alumni.
Will you offer like honors degree here?
Honors degrees haven't been as popular. I'd be worthwhile exploring it, but a lot of people often prefer to go on straight to their masters than do an honors. So if you look at, how many people would rather do an honors as opposed to doing a masters? How many prefer to do an honors? Would you like to do an honors? Okay. What's the attraction of an honors?
But when I'm finding information about the master degree requirement, they always ask for honors, bachelor
Honors.
degree.
Okay. Is that in the science course? What area is that in?
Oh, they
In what discipline are you looking at?
economics.
Economics? Okay. So the Masters of International Business that we're about to put in is going to have a zero experience requirement and have an undergraduate degree as the entry. So there will be a master's available that people can transition into. So I ask the question then again, if you could transition straight from an undergraduate to a master's degree, would you still prefer an honors? You would? How about the others? Still prefer an honors?
No, actually, that's a requirement for the further study. For example, I sometimes receive a requirement, a question from graduate students, ask me about that certificate because they apply to study.
Oh,
in
okay. So they want to do the top-up honors because they want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good suggestion. What are mainly the areas that they're going into that require the honors?
As I say, normally economic.
Economics.
Yeah.
So
And
an
finance.
economics honors would probably be something that you would be interested in. Cool. I'll look at it.
What about PhD?
PhDs? Okay, yep. Like the way you go. Yep. Okay, so for PhDs, to have a PhD program, you've got to have the number of staff that have already got PhDs. So as soon as we build up the number of staff, you can put it in a PhD program. So that would probably be only 2 years. 2 years old. They'll only be only 2 years old. So the goal here is for 50% of our staff to have PhDs within the next 2 years. That's right. So we can put a PhD program on within 2 years. So you start enough to graduate, go away, do your masters, and then come back. Okay, so thanks for the suggestion about the honors. Okay, we'll look at that.
I was just coming up because one of the problems I think that a lot of students choose RMIT to go to is one is because of high tuition. When comparing like if they have to study English and then they go to the bachelor and then through the whole process, if they don't have really good English, then they can't go straight to
That's
that.
more expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive, and I calculate once, it's like comparing it, it's like going to Singapore and studying rather than staying. So a lot of people will choose to, like, for example, go abroad and study in Vietnam. So is there really like looking to the problem or?
Yeah, scholarships are one of the ways. We put out 125 scholarships this year. And new scholarships, yeah, we put out, and we were actually looking for more scholarships as well. We've done a bit of a price comparison, and it's still cheaper than going to the US or Australia because of accommodation, but not Singapore necessarily, you say that. But yeah, so there's 2 ways of doing that. One is to look at more scholarships and funding body that will provide those scholarships. Any other questions? Yes.
Can we have one more big group, like a student group, where we can discuss and make that group and we promise to keep the library quiet?
Okay, so student common room is your wish.